13 just went down. Hell of a card. A lot of good fights. Let's get the review going. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it with the first fight of the night. First fight of the night, we had Jordan Santos taking on Ozzy Diaz. Hell of a fight. It was really just like a boxing match. Honestly, they stayed on the feet the entire fight. Jab was going for both of them. A lot of dirty work in the clinch from Ozzy Diaz. Those knees were nasty. He hurt Santos in the second round. Third round, he pulled away a little bit. I thought they were going to give the fight to Santos, but Ozzy Diaz ended up walking away with a unanimous decision, 28-29. Hell of a fight. Interested to see, what they give both of these guys. I don't think Santos' stock went down at all. He came to fight, definitely. He got hurt once, but he was pressuring him. He was wobbled, backed up for a second, but as soon as he came back to it, he was on Ozzy's ass, and it was a hell of a fight. Can't wait to see what they give these guys next. Next up, we had the robbery. Man, I got to say, this was disgusting. Myron Santos taking on Francis Marshall. Round one, Francis was pressuring him. Santos couldn't really, get much going. They traded big shots. Santos was getting his leg kicks working. And then Francis lets go a huge overhand left. Drops Santos. It was late in the round. Drops Santos. Pressures him. Gets him along the cage. Gets some shots off. And then he's... got to question the decision there. He starts just grappling, or he was just holding on to him. It was like 15 seconds left in the round, but you got to let your hands go. If you got a guy hurt, you got to go for the finish. And Santos ended up surviving the first round. Second round starts. Santos looked very hesitant to strike with him. For him to be, the better striker on paper, he was very, very hesitant after he got hurt. He was letting go some kicks, but he was worried about what was coming back. That overhand definitely hurt him. Third round, it was more of the same. And then somehow they gave the fight to Santos. Now, I picked Santos, but he definitely did not win this fight. I thought it was a unanimous decision. Francis Marshall, damn near want to say 30-27. One ref had it, or one judge had it 30-27. I completely agree, and I picked Santos. This was disgusting. This was a bad robbery. I was, worried that the rest of the card was going to go this way, but man, Francis Marshall got robbed. I hope they give him, the fight that he deserves. Santos is going to have trouble in his featherweight division, especially with guys that can wrestle. He needs to work on his takedown defense, and he needs to, let his hands go. He was very hesitant after getting hit. Very interesting to see who they match him up next with. If he gets touched like that again, I don't think he's going to have, you can't count guys out, but you got to be able to react better than that. He was hesitant the last two rounds. Got to be able to let your hands go, man. But yeah, nasty robbery for Francis Marshall. Sad to see that for him. And he's, missing out on his win check. Hope they UFC takes care of him. But moving on, we had Alex Morono taking on Carlos Leal, minus 850. I guess we understand it now. Leal was just eating anything Morono was throwing at him. Like I said, in the breakdown, Morono was just ducking, throwing a lot of slapping hooks, or overhands rather. Leal wasn't fazed by it one bit. He was just eating shots, walking through them, and he just let his hands go. And oh man, Alex Morono got worked. Put him up against the cage, was attacking the body well, attacking the head well, hurt him with a body shot. Morono, ducked down or crouched down. He was hurt, man. Leal put the pressure back on him, finishes the fight, first round. I wonder what the odds were for a first round finish, but damn, Leal looked like a monster. I want to see him versus the Leech next. I think that would be an interesting fight. If they don't give him the Leech, then maybe I don't want to shoot him too far up the rankings. I know he's, is he 30? Yeah, he's only 30, so you got some time with this guy. but he looked like a nasty striker. I was in this chat on Twitter, and I didn't know he sparred with Paulo Costa, and apparently he dropped Costa in that sparring. So this guy's definitely got some power. Um, Man, I thought they were at least see the scorecards, but he finished Morono, and it was very impressive. Hell of a finish for Carlos Leao. Moving on, we have Bruno Ferreira taking on Armin Petrosian. The fight started just as I predicted. Not with the point deduction. It was a low blow. So Armin hit Bruno with two low blows. The first one, it literally just hit his thighs. Mark Smith gave him a hard warning. Gave him a hard warning on the first one, and the second one was clear. Second one, he takes a point away. I think that was a bit premature. Definitely would have given him, a hard warning on the second one. And if it would have happened again, then you take a point away. But first round comes out, Armin is sticking and moving out the way of, what Bruno's returning with. A lot of overhands from Bruno, like I was saying. He caught Armin in the first round, wobbled him, but he got, his wits back together. Thought his chin held up pretty well. Second round, Armin was more on the pressure, seeing that he got the point taken away. He was boxing Bruno's face up. His eye was busted up, working the body well. Bruno was, throwing some good body kicks as well. And then Bruno shoots a takedown, just dives at his knees, gets the takedown. Armin's fighting to get up, and he finds himself in a triangle. And then Bruno transitions into an armbar, submits Armin Petrosian second round. What a finish by Bruno. He was definitely, getting outstruck on the feet, but hell of a way for him to find a win or find the victory, utilizing, his BJJ. Great win for Bruno Ferreira. I think they gave him a performance of the night boost or bonus. I gotta check, but yeah, hell of a win. Moving on to the final prelim on the night, we had Joshua Van taking on Ray Saruya. Ray Saruya, he's got like Marab's gas tank. He shot 21 takedowns, landed 4. This guy was just spamming takedowns the entire fight. I think, round by round, he said I think he landed like 3, 8, and then maybe like 10 strikes. It was disgusting. I was hoping Josh Van was going to finish him, but Van's takedown defense looked incredible, I got to say. So that gave me, a lot of confidence with him moving up in the rankings, getting matched up with guys, ranked higher than him. For Van to start, the commentary booth was saying that for Van to start, his wrestling 6 months, I think it was like 6 months before his UFC debut, he looked like a great defensive wrestler, I would say. Saruya couldn't really get much going. I knew his grappling was going to be an issue for Van, but he didn't really have, a chance to utilize it. He had him down in one position, but he couldn't get much with it. Van got back to his feet every single time. I don't think, he logged almost 4 minutes of control time, but through 3 rounds, it really didn't look like much. And a lot of that was in the clinch against the cage. So, but yeah, Van definitely was outstriking him on the feet. It looked like, I think he hurt. Oh yeah. So he hurt Saruya to the body in the 3rd round, but they call it a low blow. That definitely should have been a TKO. Saruya was grimacing bad, but he got hit right in the belly. Was hoping Van got the finish, but that was it right there. It was like 20 seconds left in the 3rd round. They stole the finish away, but Joshua Van comes away with the unanimous decision, 30-27. Great win for him. Can't wait to see who they match him up with in the rankings next. And then opening up the prelims, we had Kane Green taking on Mauricio Rufy. Guys, Guys. We got the Brazilian Conor McGregor. This dude is a nasty striker. King Green was hesitant all night. Well, for the 2 minutes that he was in there, couldn't get much. He didn't get anything going. Rufy hits him with a straight right hand, wobbles Green, off rip. He backs off, and then he fakes a left hand and throws a spinning wheel kick, and Green is out cold. It was over. He's face first on the mat. Oh my gosh, it was picture perfect. I knew Rufy was going to get the finish, but that was nasty. First round knockout, I predicted it perfectly. Man, a lot of people were saying, Green needs to retire. Yes and no. I think he still has some fun fights, left in him. But that was a nasty way to go out. Back to back, getting subbed, and then Jalen knocking him out, and then now Rufy just putting him out of his misery, man. That was a nasty knockout. Rufy caught out Beneil Dariush for like a fight night, 5-round main event. I would like to see that. Definitely, choosing his opponents wisely to get exactly where he wants to be. But that would be a good test for him. Dariush is, a grapple-heavy type of guy. I would like to see that matchup. If he doesn't go with Dariush, maybe you do 55, man. 55 is loaded. I had a fight for him earlier. I can't recall. Yeah, let's just do the Derek. Oh no, Rufy versus Benoit Saint Denis. I want to see that. That could be like a not a co-main event, but it could be a co-main event, or that could be a fight night in itself as well, main event. But yeah, Rufy BSD or Rufy Dariush, definitely want to see one of those two fights come to fruition. Rufy is the guy, man. Need to see, what he looks like outside of the first round. That Jan Top fight, granted it was a catchweight, but Rufy is the guy. He is the lightweight prospect to watch, definitely. King Green, I hope he takes some time off. If he does come back for a fight, please take at least 8 months, 10 months, just like, Justin did. That was a nasty knockout. Moving on to the women's strawweights, we had Amanda Lemos taking on Yasmin Lucindo. I don't think Lucindo came to fight, honestly. In the first 2 rounds, she was just hesitant. I think she was scared of the power. Lemos was taking her down. She landed, 3 takedowns, 1 in each round. Got some nasty ground and pound going. Sliced Lucindo's eye up. Lucindo did not come to fight. The 3rd round, she came out a little bit more energized, but at that time, it was already over. She took Lemos down. Didn't really do much damage when she had her down. She was looking for, a few submissions throughout the fight. Couldn't find anything. Lemos was very strong, very disciplined. Didn't, give up any limbs at all. Landed the more strikes, or at least, the power strikes are significant strikes. Lemos wins 29-28 unanimous decision. 29-28. I don't think you give Lucindo that 3rd round at all. She took her down, but she didn't do anything. Then got reversed, and Lemos won the entire fight. I would have gave it 30-27. I honestly wanted to turn this fight off. I was dozing a little bit. But, man, yeah, what a pie in the face picking Lucindo here. She was not looking to win the fight at all. It just came out, was very flat, very hesitant. Lemos, she's still in the rankings. She's still holding on to that number 5 spot. Lucindo, yeah, give her somebody that's not ranked probably. But, yeah, disgusting. Moving on to the lightweights. This was a fight I've been telling you guys I was waiting for at least 2 years. And come to find out, Bahamondes was waiting for the fight for 2 years. So me and him think alike. You never know. They said that they offered him this fight after UFC, the Sphere card. So that was cool. Jalen Turner Ignacio Bahamondes. Fight started off fast, throwing a lot of high kicks. Um, they got into the clinch, letting go some nice strikes to the body. Bahamondes was hitting him to the body, coming over the top, and then Bahamondes shoots for a takedown. I was taken back by that. I was like, whoa, I don't think you're going to find, much success in that. Gets the takedown. He's on bottom. Turner is, letting go some strikes. Bahamondes is letting go some nasty elbows from the bottom. I don't think he cut him or anything, but he was definitely landing some hard elbows from the bottom. And then, out of nowhere, he puts Jalen Turner in a triangle choke, and he taps. I was shocked. I picked Bahamondes to win, but I didn't think it was going to be by submission. But he got on the mic. He was like, hey, I had a dream, and I was going to submit Jalen Turner, and I did it. So salute to Ignacio Bahamondes for doing it, man. That was very, very impressive. I want to see who they give him next. He's going to be ranked probably. Well, he's definitely taking Jalen Turner's spot. Jalen Turner ends up retiring. I was definitely taken back by that. He said he's been thinking about it since UFC 300. I don't know, man. Jalen's not even 30. But hey, you can't make people's decisions for them. Salute to Jalen Turner for all the fights that he gave us. Yeah. But yep, Nacho is in the rankings, just like I predicted, man. I'll be interested to see who they give him. Lightweight is packed. We have like 3 lightweight fights on this card too. Lightweight is packed. Let's see. You could do Ignacio versus. Let's just do Ignacio versus Moicano. I would want to see that. I think Ignacio gives a lot of lightweights a lot of trouble. Seeing that, his ground game is improved. We just submitted Jalen Turner, who was a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Ignacio training next to the champion, man, it definitely does something for you. If you put the work in, you're going to come out on top. It's nice to have a champion in your corner at all times, for sure. But yeah, salute to Nacho getting the W, man. Hell of a fight. And in the co-main event, Justin, the highlight, Gaethje, taking on Rafael Fiziev. This was a nail biter, I gotta say. First round, they come out, and Fiziev lands a takedown. He lands 2 takedowns, actually. Very interesting. They get back to their feet. Fiziev is landing some nasty knees in a clinch. Justin's letting his hands go a little bit. But I'm not going to lie, he looked a little hesitant the first round. And he wasn't throwing the leg kicks as much. I thought, man, Justin might be, when you come back from a knockout like that, I thought he was either scared to engage, scared to get hit. But nope, second round comes. He comes back, a little bit more measured. And he lands a nasty uppercut in the clinch, drops Fiziev. He almost had him out of there. He landed some nice ground strikes. They get back to their feet. Second round, Justin Gaethje was definitely pulling away. They both looked tired in that second round too. For Justin to have trained for 5 rounds, I was a little concerned with his conditioning, but third round starts and he's on him. Fiziev started the third round pretty well, but Justin put the pressure on him and he broke him. The jab was working. The body kicks from both these guys were throwing some really good body kicks. Justin was doing a lot of work in the clinch. I was concerned. He kept ducking his head to the right. Fiziev was timing it really well too. He threw a couple knees. He threw a high kick. Justin barely got out of the way or blocked, both of those. I thought he was going to land a big one and Justin was going to be in trouble, but I hope Justin fixed that, man. That was nail-biting to watch. But yeah, Justin gets it done. Unanimous decision, 29-28. Definitely dropped the first round. Fiziev landed, the 2 takedowns. Hell of a fight. Justin's calling for the title shot, but I think he's gonna have to wait. Ilya's moving up. I'm pretty sure they're lining up Ilya versus Islam, probably International Fight Week. Armin was supposed to be next, but I believe Armin's got a fight. I thought he was fighting Chandler, but I think he has a fight. I don't have it in front of me right now. But why not Justin versus Charles too? I know Charles wants the title fight too, but I think they both need one more to really cement their case. Charles has a loss to Armin. Armin was supposed to be next, but he broke his back messing around with Nina. I think Justin versus Charles too might be the fight that the UFC makes. And I would definitely be interested in seeing that one. Charles looked great against Michael Chandler. He got hurt late, but was taking a lot of shots to the back of the head. Justin coming off the knockout, definitely looked good against Fiziev. I think if he gets some more time in the ring under his feet, he probably won't look as hesitant as he did in this fight. Because like I said, man, he looked a little hesitant that first round, and then the beginning of the second round, he looked a little hesitant, but he got the job done. Underdog. I've been telling you guys, don't doubt him. Justin, the highlight Gaethje, gets the job done. Fiziev, salute to him coming in on short notice. Lightweight, man, it is packed. Lightweight is packed. Who do you get Fiziev next? I don't know. I do not know. But I know the UFC's definitely going to give him another fight. He didn't look as slow as I thought he would coming off that ACL injury. He actually looked a little quicker. It was interesting. I think with the proper camp, he'll definitely be in better shape, more conditioned, because he was gassing that third round. You give him a camp, you give him a opponent that he knows he's got to prepare for, he could cause some trouble at lightweight. It's good to see him back, in the UFC and fighting again. I don't know who you get for Fiziev, though. The lightweight division is hot. It is on fire, so looking forward to it, though. And in the main event, Alex Poatan Pereira taking on Magomed Ankalaev. No more Shama, guys. No more Shama. Was it a robbery? Nah, it wasn't a robbery. I do think the scorecards were a little weird, though. I don't think Ankalaev won 4 rounds. I thought Alex won round 1. Round 3 was definitely interesting, and I gave Alex round 5. Round 1 starts, they're just exchanging strikes. The leg kicks were on par from Alex. He was chopping that leg early. Definitely hurt Ankalaev early. And then at the last 15 seconds of round 1, Ankalaev shoots for a takedown, gets him clinched up against the cage. Lands a couple of shots, but it wasn't enough to really win the round. So I got Alex. Round 2, Alex comes out, leg kicks. They're exchanging some strikes. Ankalaev was switching his stance a lot. That leg was getting chopped. He starts throwing his own leg kicks. Then he starts throwing the teeps. The teeps down the middle to Pereira's body were definitely a key in this fight. Ankalaev was trying to win, the lead foot battle a lot too. He had a lot of success doing that. And at the end of the second round, he cracks Alex with a left hand or a left hook. Alex is wobbled, lands a right hand. He smothers him. I think if he maybe another 15 seconds, he might have finished Alex right there. So round 2 definitely went to Ankalaev. Round 3, Alex lets the leg kicks go again. Ankalaev switching his stances. Alex was on his back foot a majority of this fight too. It was interesting to see him getting backed up, but Alex didn't he didn't give into it, the entire fight. Round 3, he was letting go a lot of head kicks. He hurt Ankalaev with a lot of head kicks. The body work was pretty good. Ankalaev was using that teep down the middle again, but the leg kicks were definitely the thing that was hurting Ankalaev the most. He went back to his corner and was telling him, "I need the chair immediately." They were putting ice on his knee. His leg was definitely beat up. Now round 4 starts. Ankalaev is under pressure early, puts him up against the cage, shooting for a takedown, dirty clinch. Mark Goddard separates them. Very questionable separation right there. Ankalaev was working in the clinch against the cage. I'm not quite sure. The arena was, they were booing. Nobody really likes, how these Russian Dagestan fighters fight with all this wrestling and pressure and stuff, but it's mixed martial arts. It's not kickboxing. It's not boxing. You have to incorporate every aspect of martial arts into mixed martial arts. So Magomed, he was doing the right thing. He was landing a lot of clinch strikes. Had Alex up against the cage trying to defend a lot of takedowns. Definitely was wearing on him. Alex looked tired. He was doing everything he needed to do. And then round 5, I thought Alex won round 5. Honestly, he landed more strikes, the more significant strikes. He was letting his hands go a lot more. Glover was telling him, "Hey man, just do what we do. Move side to side. Stay off the cage. Do not let him get you in that position again." And he didn't for the most part. Alex was keeping him at bay, throwing a lot of leg kicks, throwing the head kick. His hands were pretty good. Landed a lot of jabs. He stuck Magomed with a jab, hurt him. He pressured him, and then Magomed puts him up against the cage the last 10 seconds. Tries to shoot for a takedown, was unsuccessful. Shoots for another one, was unsuccessful, and just lets go, some clinch strikes. So they get the judges' scorecards after a few minutes. Took them a while. But 46-49, I do not agree with that, man. That was, I don't know. I had Alex winning round 1, round 3, and round 5. Round 3 was definitely you could flip a coin on that one. But Ankalaev walks away, the new light heavyweight champion. The UFC just lost another star, man. That's what happens, though. It's not boxing where you get to, handpick your opponents. You get matched up with the best. It's not always at the, the perfect time or when it should happen, but it's going to happen. And when those lights are on, you got to be able to, perform. I thought Alex would be able to land the shot, but that he couldn't. He hurt him a few times, but not enough to put him away. Magomed was definitely a tough opponent, and he didn't land any takedowns. For everybody saying, he's gonna wrestle him and put him down and ground up, he didn't land any takedowns. 0 for 12 for takedowns. Alex takedown defense looked tremendous. So I don't know. I thought that was very important for him not to get taken down once. I thought that would, sway a little bit of the judge's opinion. I don't know. But I'm not going to say it was a robbery or anything. Ankalaev won. Round 3 will probably be the round that I have to watch again. I thought Alex might have won round 1, 3, and 5. But Ankalaev wins the title. This fight has been, long overdue. I hope they run it back. Definitely hope they do an immediate rematch. Neither one of them were hurt to the point where they need to take significant time off. So hopefully they do a rematch June, July. Because there's a lot of fights that, this shift in the tide has opened up to. You got Carlos Oberg waiting. Yuri, the Yuri matchup is interesting now with Ankalaev. What do they do with Pereira? You know, everybody's calling for him to move up to heavyweight, but I think he should stay here. Definitely get the rematch. If he wins the rematch, then it'll be interesting. Maybe a trilogy. Who knows? It depends on how the next fight goes. If Alex starches him, I don't think we're gonna get a trilogy. If Ankalaev starches him, I don't think we're getting a trilogy. If it goes to another decision and Alex wins, then we're definitely getting a trilogy. But very interesting. Got to see what Khalil versus Jamal Hill turns out to be. You know, those guys could be right back in the mix with a impressive victory. That card's going down in April, Kansas City. Light heavyweight is it's interesting again. You know, we thought Alex was just gonna be on this amazing run, knocking everybody out, but Ankalaev showed up. He was tough, and he did what he needed to do to win the fight. So salute to Magomed Ankalaev, man. If I had to rate the card, I would give it an 8. There's a lot of great fights. Some iffy ones, you know, the Lamos fight, Lamos and Lucindo. Saruya just spamming takedowns. I wish Josh Van would have finished him, but he definitely did what he needed to do. And then that Myron Santos Francis Marshall decision was just, oh man, I thought that was gonna set everything up for a piss poor card, but I give it an 8 overall. And then for the picks, what did I do? I picked Santos over Diaz, lost with that one. I picked Myron Santos over Francis Marshall, but man, that decision was disgusting. I don't know if I want to count that. I mean, I called the pick, but that was a nasty decision. But Myron Santos gets the win. Leal, 2-1. I picked Petrosian over Fiera, 2-2. Picked Van over Saruya, 3-2. Rufy over Green, 4-2. I picked Lucindo over Lamos, 4-3. Picked Bahamondes over Turner, 5-3. Picked Justin over Fiziev or Rafael Fiziev. Damn, I can't speak. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. I'm tired. What is that? 6-3. And then I picked Poatan over Ankalaev. Ended up coming up short, 6-4. A decent day, a decent card as far as picks go. Now for the parlay, I did pick Joshua Van inside distance, Mauricio Rufy inside distance, and Ignacio Bahamondes money line. Unfortunately, Joshua Van couldn't get the finish. They stole it from him. That TKO, the body shot. But Justin Gaethje comes through with the straight money line underdog, hammered him, cashed that. Thank you, Justin. I told you guys he's gonna be the guy that's gonna fight for your money. Fortunately, we couldn't get the big odds, the 750 odds, but Justin Gaethje pulls through, and I am happy. A win is a win, right? Thank you guys for tuning in for the review. I will see you guys next week for Roman Dolidze versus Marvin Vettori 2. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will be, bringing more content as long as you guys keep supporting me. So thank you guys again, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later.